I'm Bo Nix, and these are 10 burning questions with Sports Illustrated. My favorite player growing up was Tim Tebow. I just really enjoyed the role model that he was to so many guys out there. He used his platform to glorify God, and that's what I wanted to do growing up. I see myself having a chance to go out there and win the conference in the league, and then ultimately winning the big one, the Super Bowl. That's something I look forward to. That's something I work for every day. But then at the same time, that's on the field. Off the field, I plan to start my own family and then continue to have it grow. Growing up, I was a fairly decent athlete. I could play in the field really well. I could hit the ball. Maybe if I would have put as much time into baseball as I did football, possibly could have had a chance of playing professional. Whether that's going out there and playing a round of golf, or if it's playing a board game at the house with your friends and family, or if it's going outside and playing pickleball or spike ball, I just always enjoy that competitive nature. And I enjoy, working on different athletic skills. My biggest goals outside of football are impact other people around me. That's important to me, and I know that that's what we're called to do. The Bible calls us to be a light in the world, and it's how I was raised, and it's always something that I try to do. I haven't necessarily ever been starstruck, but I've gotten to meet really cool people. For example, Tim Tebow and Cam Newton were some of my favorite players, so I got to meet them. LeBron James, I may be a little starstruck, because that's just who I grew up watching. Always thought he was bigger than life, and it's just very cool to be in this situation where I get to meet so many awesome people. Actually, when I was growing up, I wasn't necessarily a fan of any NFL team because we moved around a lot. My dad was a coach, and so I was a college football fan or a fan of wherever my dad was, and then ultimately I grew up a fan of Auburn. So when I was watching the NFL, I really enjoyed watching different individual football players, whether it was Cam Newton or whether it was Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, and there were so many guys that you looked up to, and one day maybe have a chance to go out there and compete with them. I would, obviously love to be as high as I can on people's lists because that means I'm playing really well. But at the end of the day, that stuff really doesn't really matter, and I can't really focus on it. I have no control over that. I feel like I've done my best putting the product on the field. They're gonna have to take that and kind of put a number to it. I have a protein shake, probably some pasta, some fruit for some instant sugars, and then maybe a piece of chicken or something that'll keep me from being starving the rest of the game. But at halftime, usually I like to have an Uncrustable, and that's something that I stay fairly consistent at doing it.